Heidi, welcome back to the Inside Out Beauty, and in today's episode I bring you this very quick 4-step guide to help you pick the right foundation for you. If you ask me, one of the most frequent makeup mistakes I made as a beginner was choosing the wrong foundation. That was because I simply did not know what to look for. There's like so many alternatives out there, so many brands, so many different formulations. So hopefully today's video will kind of help you navigate through these kind of very confusing waters of the beauty world and narrow down until you find the right foundation for you. And in the process, you won't waste as much money as I did with all the mistakes I made along the way. No matter how much effort I put into my makeup, if my foundation is wrong, it's like everything is wrong. Throughout the years, I think I've made enough mistakes to kind of have learned my lessons. I've looked too cakey, I've looked too oily, I've picked the wrong shades over and over and over again. So as a general first guideline, I would say foundation should always look natural. I always think of foundation as a second skin, so it should look and feel very natural, but it should look more flawless than the skin that you were born with. For sure, picking the right foundation can be very overwhelming, so let's get started with those steps towards picking the right foundation. So step 1 is actually knowing your skin. Just like many other things in life, knowing yourself is actually a very huge step towards getting what you want. So there's 3 things you need to know about your skin before you even consider buying any foundation whatsoever. Number 1 is your skin type. Number 2 is your skin tone. And number 3 is your skin concern. If you guys don't know what your skin type is, there's going to be a link in the description box to my how to determine your skin type video with a super quick trick that will help you determine it like that. Once you know your skin type, that will help you know which type of formulation you're going for when it comes to foundations. So for instance, let's say that you have dry skin. You can go for either a cream or liquid foundation. If your skin is super dry, I personally like best liquid foundations, but if it's not very dry, cream foundations will be just as good for you. An example of cream foundation is the Benefit Sun Kind of Gorgeous. And some liquid drugstore foundations which I've tried and enjoyed are, for instance, the Rimmel London's Wake Me Up, the Maybelline Fit Me, or the Revlon Age Define foundation. Now, if you have oily skin, you should go with a powder foundation. Back when I was a teenager and I had oily skin, I used to really enjoy the Clinique Almost Powder Foundation. The key is that any powder foundation will help you absorb any excess oils in your skin and give you that mattifying effect that your oily skin needs. If you have combination skin but you have very dry areas, then a good idea is to use a liquid or cream foundation and then use a good pressed powder on top to kind of mattify your T-zone. The next step to finding the right foundation for you is to know how to pick the right shade that truly matches your skin. Take a close look at your skin in the mirror. Are your undertones warm, cool, or neutral? If you have warm undertones, your skin is slightly peachy with yellow or golden undertones and you tan really easily. If you have cool undertones, your skin will lean more towards the pinks and you will notice some redness. You most likely flush really easily and you get burned when you're exposed to the sun. If you have neutral undertones, then you will have kind of a mixture of the two. But don't make the mistakes I did. If you have cool undertones, don't go with foundation with cool undertones. What you want to do is go with the opposite that will neutralize those undertones. So for instance, for fair skin with cool undertones like me, pick a foundation with some yellow or golden undertones and that will help you neutralize your redness and even out your skin tone. But instead, if you have warm undertones, you want to go with a pink-based foundation that will help you neutralize this. And when in doubt, ochre-based foundations tend to match most skin tones. Now that you think you picked the right foundation for you, please go ahead and test it out. Your foundation should match your body. So that means that if you've been out in the sun and maybe you didn't tan your face, or if you self-tan and you didn't self-tan your face, then you want to pick the shade that is actually matching your body so that your face doesn't look reattached to another person's body. There's two places that you can test your foundation on that will help you see if you have the right shade. First one, and the most, I think, traditional place is your jawline. With your finger, you just simply swatch a little bit of foundation there on your jawline, and you see if that kind of continues evenly with your neck and chest and shoulders, and if that kind of looks even and just right for you. Other makeup artists suggest that the best place to test the foundation is actually your chest, because that's kind of closer to your shoulders and it's kind of easier to see if that's going to be a match. And if possible, always ask for a sample, or for the lady at the counter or the salesperson to actually let you swatch the foundation, because sometimes the shades just don't look right on the bottles and you really need a swatch. Once you've swatched on your jawline or on your chest, just make sure you step into natural daylight, because artificial light can sometimes be deceiving. So step into the natural daylight and check those swatches, make sure that is the right shade for you. Final step in picking the right foundation for you is knowing your skin concern. Are you concerned about acne? Are you concerned about wrinkles? Are you concerned about dull skin? Maybe you're super lucky and you don't have any skin concerns. Knowing that will help you determine the right coverage for you. If you're concerned about acne, you just really want to make a good job in covering things up, then of course you need a high coverage foundation. If you don't have any skin concerns, that you can go with a very light coverage foundation that would let you see through most of your natural skin. If you're concerned about dry, dull skin, maybe just a medium coverage liquid foundation, a little bit of an oily formulation will be enough for you. See, I told you this was a lot easier than it sounded. So that's it for today, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for new videos Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern. Thank you so much for watching. I love to read your comments. Just keep them coming, and I will talk to you all again soon. Bye!